Hey guys, welcome. In the previous lecture, we added validation check to the register test form fields. Now, in this lecture, we will add validation check to the login test form fields. To do this, we have to go to the login screen and then we can use Ctrl and B in order to have a wider view. And the first step is to create a form key. Now, the reason for this form key is for us to be able to know the current situation of the form. That is, if the form is valid or not. So, by creating a form key, it will give us access to the form state. Okay, and we have to create this form key up here, and over here we have what is known as constructor, and we simply use the constructor to pass in data from one screen to another screen. And since currently we are not passing any data, we can go ahead and get rid of it. And over here we can say finer and the global key and the form state, and we can call this underscore form key. Now remember, the need for this underscore is to make this variable private, meaning we won't be able to access this variable outside the login screen class, and it will be equal to global key and what form state. Okay, and add this over here. Great. And what next we need to do is to wrap the parent column with a widget known as form, right? And within the form, there is a property known as key, and then we can say form key. Great. And now scroll down. Within each and every test form field we have, we need to pass in a property known as validator. Now, within the parentheses of the validator, it will take in the value, that is whatsoever the user will type in. And then we have to check if the value is empty or not. And if it is empty, then we want to return a test to the user, which will say enter your email. Hopefully I can spell. Else we want to allow the user to move on with their lives. Okay, we have to do same for the password. Now, within the test form field, there is a property known as validator, and within the parentheses of the validator, it will take in the value, and then we want to check if the value of the test form field is empty. If it is empty, then we want to return enter your password. Else, if it is filled in, then the user can go ahead and get married. Okay, by returning or. Great. And now let's scroll down. And over here we have the button. And first, we want to make it clickable. And we can wrap this with a widget. And the widget we want to wrap it with is known as inkwell. And then we can see on top on this widget, we want to do what? First, we want to check, we can say underscore form key dot current state dot validate. And if it is validated, then for now we want to print parse. Else we want to print failed. Okay, great. And let's go ahead and try this, and it is going to work as we expect, of course. Or reloading and click on this. Okay, great. Now we have validation check for the register test fields and as well as the login test fields. And what we can do now is to make this screen scrollable in order to get rid of the overflow error. To do this, we can wrap the column with we can also wrap the we can just wrap this form we can wrap this form with a widget known as single child scroll view. And what this will do is it will make this screen scrollable. And let's see. Okay, great. And now there will be no error because when we click on this and if the keyboard's open, then it will adjust.